Hey, today guys, I'm going to be showing you all how to slide. If you already know how to slide, this video is probably useless, but if you kept watching, I'd appreciate that. Also, if you're new here, I'd appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe. The support's been crazy recently, and I want to keep that going. So, let's get into this. What is sliding? Sliding is basically just a glitch, where when you're in the air, dash and press a move all at the same time. Depending on how the move functions, you could slide with it. For example, this is sliding Cockatoo Z, versus just the normally like this. And two things to keep in mind. One, when sliding, you're in the air. Sometimes you might, or if you're using something that the hitbox does not go down, like this for example, that does not hit. Versus if I use the E on the ground, it will hit. So keep that in mind. It's any sort of, or most cockages will be able to hit by any sort of sliding. And then you can obviously slide differently to hit differently. Like this. Like, most of the time I will jump slide versus being in the air, then just dash sliding. Although, it works better like this for smaller targets. And things like that. And then, the other thing to keep in mind is your ping. Having anywhere from like 80 or lower ping, you should have no trouble sliding unless your ping is spiking a lot. Then if you have 100 to 150, it'll work. It'll just be much less effective, but still usable and helpful. If you have anywhere from like 200 to 250 plus ping, then that's to the point where you can, like, it's possible, but it's almost useless to do. Because it almost slows you down just because of the delays with that. But yeah, now actually how to slide. So what you're going to want to do is, I'll teach you guys both ways. So you're going to want to press W, and then on the second W, which would be to finish the dash and actually dash, you're going to want to press space and E at the same time, just like this. Or get rid of the space and just, or if you're already in the air, just get rid of the space, just like this. Then W, E space, just like this. It's a simple concept, but it takes a lot of practice to do. And it'll probably take quite a bit of actual PvP practice with it to get good with it. Took me a while, but now I can do it pretty much flawlessly, because it's almost like muscle memory to slide. And there's a lot of other things you can slide with, like right off the top of my head, obviously, Kakajira wants E, Yamoke wants R, Ginkui's E, Takike 1 and 2's E and R, or also, Taki K2's F, all that sort of stuff. A lot of the movement stuff is kind of how that's going to work. So, yeah, you can give whatever of those. And then, obviously, not every move is slidable, like, not frickin' F, obviously. R is kind of slidable, but it's not the same sort of way. It's still technically slidable, I guess. Yeah, it's just a little less fluid, I guess, is the right word. Alright, I'll demonstrate this with Jason real quick. Also, you can slide in different directions depending on the move, like, Jason's R isn't actually a movement attack, so you could slide it to the left or to the right or backwards, depending on whatever way. But then obviously you're gonna have to flick around if you want to hit them with it. And then this works the same way as Kakajira E did. It doesn't really hit. But then, obviously, I'm not actually too good at doing this, but it was like... Nope, hold on. Help. I forgot how to do it. Okay, it's like, dash like that, except it, works like a slide. But obviously, it doesn't work as effectively. This is going to go much further than what I attempted to demonstrate, but failed. I forget the inputs for that. But it was slightly altered to the just at the same time sort of basis of this. And then, I use sliding a lot, even just as a movement tool in general. Like, I can use it to dodge, I can use it to just... Like, not even trying to hit them, or I could use it defensively as, like, if they get too close, I can use it as a defense. So, for example, say there's a Yamo jumping at me, as they do, usually. I could just jump R. Have I been saying F? I think I have. I meant R. So I kind of just jump R and then they're stunned. And then obviously, if they're jumping a little bit like this, to where, like, if I dash back, they're still going to hit me. You know, it's a smart move. But to counter that, I can slide it backwards and hit them. And most likely they won't hit me. Because, this is a lot of range. Going back, all that slide, and then all this entire thing is for them to hit, or is for them to touch. And then they get stunned instead of you, or whatever move they were going to use. And then you're free to use F, E, whatever attacks you want. And then obviously this is just Jason. Let me get another example. I actually don't have Taki at the moment, sadly. That would probably be the best to demonstrate all this, but like I said, I don't have it. Alright, so now I have Ginkui, and you know, it's Ginkui. Ginkui's cool. So, you can slide the E on this, like I said earlier. You can slide this move. So, same thing, just like that. And it also works just like this. And this is the same idea as Taki. Just goes like that. You can slide it forward and get a lot more range. Basically like a dash, and then even more distance, plus the range of the E itself, and it can be really OP. I really wish I had Taki. That would make this demonstration way easier, not gonna lie. So, let me think of, so a lot of people are gonna have trouble sliding, so let me try and think of possible, what's the word, like, difficulties they'd be having. Or you guys would be having, I don't know. So I guess, like, just help my sliding isn't sliding, or it's not working. Just something like this. And all I'm doing to replicate this is I'm just not going fast enough. You need to be very fast and press all the 3 buttons at the same time. W, W, E space. Just like a dash, just like this, but on the second W, all this. You just keep your fingers on the buttons, just press W once. The second W, do that. Super simple, but hard to do, like I've said. And then, maybe like, oh, it's still not working. Have you checked your ping? If you don't know how to check your ping, go to settings, and you can turn on performance stats, and it'll be right here. If your ping is too high, it's not going to work. And I know, like, not everyone's going to have great ping like I usually do, so... Oh yeah, look, my ping went down from 80 to 60. You see, good ping. I like that. Of course, as soon as I say that, it spikes to 80. Alright, I don't feel like there's too much more I can add to this video or more I can add that's helpful aside from me just rambling on about the same things I already have. So just to, you know, demonstrate the sliding again. You can also, like, slide to the side or to the back with any sliding. It's just, you know, if it moves you forward or teleports you forward, you're still going to go forward, minus the amount you slip back. But then, obviously, you can use this to your advantage, like this. It can be more unpredictable. And then, usually, slides that are like this, like Taki and Ginkui, they will not go over the target. Even Taki that I believe jumps slightly higher than, you know, normal players, or I guess Ginkui, it's still not going to go over the target because it's got some amount of, or like hitbox under the flat rectangle, you know. Yeah, I'm going to have a minute to think. We need to kill Nishiki too. There we go. So I might be thinking like... I can slide, but like only every now and then. Then that's just gonna take practice, you're just not used to it yet. That was exactly how I was. And, I should have mentioned this earlier, but if you have any questions or have any issues that I didn't address in this horribly unplanned part of the video, then let me know in the comments, and I can try to address them as best I can through text versus demonstration and my voice. I guess there is a when to slide and when not to slide. So demonstrating when you shouldn't slide, don't slide whenever, for example, with Jason, whenever you're going to go over the opponent. Except, there's the exception of What are you using that for? Let me actually get Jason as a better demonstration. Yes. Okay, so let me just attempt to demonstrate when not to slide and when to slide. It's hard to demonstrate without someone else here with me to help me with this. And it's even harder when not in a legitimate fight where it would be necessary or where it would make much of a difference. So, when not to slide. If you're trying to hit your opponent and they're small, don't slide that. It's not gonna hit. Whereas if you do something... I failed it again. Frick, how did I do this? It's more like that. I really don't know how to do that. Frick. Okay, give me a minute to figure this out. I'm depressed. Okay, I think I got it. It would work if it wasn't on a fence. Okay, so basically just do the same thing you do for a slide, except it's in 3 parts. A split second after you do the second W in space, press R. Hold on. I'm too fast. I'm too slow. Why? Just like that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm bad at sliding improperly. So that's the way you're gonna hit a smaller target. There you go. I need to practice that, because that's actually very helpful. So, use the different forms of sliding for whatever your needs are. So, say you're fighting a Taki, you're gonna want to slide, rather than do this crappy short slide. I'm so good at that. Legit, actually. Yes. So, don't slide on this man unless you're doing that. If he was twice as tall, you can slide on him. If it was Edo, you can slide on him. Most cockroaches you'll be able to hit with sliding. Most non-cockroaches you won't be able to hit him while sliding unless they're jumping or whatever. Yes, I've made this video way longer than it needs to be. So, yeah, I'm gonna end this here then. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I think I've done a video like this before, but I guess this is like 2% better quality. And it's newer. Yeah, okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you actually watched all the way through this, you're an absolute Chad for, like, who wants to watch through all of my extra garbage that was completely unnecessary, and I just don't know how to video. Yes. Alright, yeah, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.